Hello, welcome to Whimsy Creek. All right, so today I have a few paintings around me. I was going to show some of the paintings I've done recently and how they've dried and all that. So I'll wait for a few people to come in. How are you doing? I've got paintings on tile, lots of canvas, wood, jewelry boxes, light switch covers, bunch of stuff to show. Hey, Katie, how are you doing? My hair keeps wanting to stick up on this one side. Ah! How are you doing? I am surrounded by just some of my art. I'll just give you a little peek. Over there's the actual art studio where all the art is. Hey, Aunt Linda. Aunt Linda, you should change your name on YouTube so it's not your actual name. But hi, I've got all kinds of art around me. I'm going to show what some of my art dried. So, Linda, I did change my studio around since you were here. It's much better, much easier to get around. There's the cat, too. I don't have the table in the middle of the room. I put the table in the corner, and so you can actually get around much better. Hey, Robert, how are you doing? So I have just art all around me. Here's some of the tiles. So what I do after we take liquid nails and we glue a sawtooth hanger and then a little bumper so it sits flat on the wall. So here's just one of the tiles. It's really shiny, so it's hard with the glare. Did that on a video. I'm doing really well. It's Friday. And I think tomorrow we're going to go get chanterelles. Chanterelles are out. Mushrooms are really a lot this year. So I think tomorrow is mushroom hunting. I think maybe Mike might be doing a video tomorrow. So I just want to show you. So that's a 30-inch by 40-inch that I did. And then here's a jewelry box. Everything's got glare on the top. And this was all done on videos. Yeah, I do it on the glossy side of the photo paper. If you paint on the glossy side, then it doesn't seep through as much. It kind of keeps it. For some reason, it seeps through. It can go through the next piece of paper if you do it on the other side. Here's another one. So I'm going to be live now on Tuesdays and Fridays at 9 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. So now I'll be scheduled so you guys can find me a little bit better. So I have a few beach scenes around me. I'll show you guys. Oh, awesome. Awesome, Robert. That's good. I got monetized. So the more you guys watch, the more I'm taking it. No, I'm not like counting, oh, I made this amount of dollars. I've been doing it. I've made 5 paint tubes. I've made 5 tubes of paint so far on YouTube. So I mean, hey, that's 5 more tubes of paint. So that's awesome. So yeah, watch many videos as you can. Turn those videos on for Liberty. So yeah, I mean, it's pennies. You don't make much, but to me, it's tubes of paint. Oh, okay, with the balloons? Yeah. Okay, so yesterday I was having the worst day and I could not film a video right. Every time I turned the camera on, I couldn't paint. But if I turn the camera off, Oh, I did some beautiful paintings. So I did one yesterday with balloons, but not on the camera. But it's got blue. It's a 16 by 20 and it has blue and aqua down the center of it. It's really pretty. Uh, but let's see. Here's another beach scene. This is one of my favorites. I really like this one and how the colors on this one are a lot better. And then I did another here I do actually it's on my Instagram. I did a sunset yesterday and it's on my Instagram. I posted that picture. This is one of the favorite ones I've done recently. It's got this it looks yellow on the camera, but it's a lot of gold. There. See how it's kind of like the gold is just lacing? They call that when it's just delicately across the top. That's called lacing. And it's looking more blue on camera. I'm not sure how it's showing to you, but on my screen it's looking more blue. It's just a little bit greener, actually. And then I did this one on a video here recently. And these are 16 by 20. Yeah, I've done so many blue ones recently. Well, blue ones really sell. A lot of people have a lot of blue decor in their house, so I have done a lot of blue ones. But this one is just the random swiping, and you get a lot of very just interesting different. See that? It's got that lacing across there. It's hard to see on camera. Honestly, my camera almost looks fuzzy to me. Don't know if it's my eyes or the camera. Just a second. I'm going to wipe the camera. Okay. Did that help any? It looked fuzzy. Did that help any? It kind of looked like it helped to me. I don't know. But yes. What else do I have here next to me? I really like how this one turned out. And these ones are the deep canvas. I really like these because you can just sit them here on, like, just sit them on your shelf, they'll sit, or you can hang them on the wall. Hi, Creations by Baby Doll. Hello, welcome. Thank you for stopping by. I do fluid acrylics and I'm just showing some of my dried pieces. A lot of people like to see how they dry because sometimes they can dry a little bit duller, but once the color can be a little bit dull. But once I do a clear coat, it brings that color right back out. And this one I did a matte clear coat, so it's not quite so glossy. And this was a tree ring pour. And I know there was a few people because I did my live stream on Tuesday, and there was a few people that wanted to see what I've been doing with the tiles. So I'm waiting for a couple of people to get in here that wanted to see the tiles mounted on the barnwood. Monica, hey, so I have seen you around in other chats, but then I've also been in like Christina Welch's chat and a few chats, and they're going, I miss Monica. Where's Monica? Everybody keeps asking, where's Monica? But I know that you've been super busy with work and stuff. But so happy to see you. Thanks for stopping in. Are you driving or are you parked? Because I know usually it might be a little bit before you. When I was going on at 11, you were always driving to work. But maybe today it's not quite. Maybe getting ready for work. Hey, Whispering Cauldron, welcome. Hey, congrats. You got your 1,000. Welcome. Congrats. Hey, Carla, how are you doing? Thanks for stopping in. And Dina. Oh, look, my cat. I don't know if you guys can see. I should move the camera. My cat cleaning herself. I just noticed that out of the corner of my eye. Oh, your name's Brenda. All right, all right. So you know Monica too. Darn kitty. She was being cute this morning because we had all the windows open. It's a real beautiful, nice day. And so we had all the windows open, and she was up in the window, and she's part Maine Coon. And I don't know if you guys are familiar with Maine Coons, they'll chatter. They like almost talk. It's a weird. And so she was seeing all kinds of birds and smells, and she was enjoying that open. We had set a screen so she couldn't get out, but she was enjoying that being, and she was and she was making these weird noises. Oh, you've been sneaking in and out of the chats when you're at work. Hey, One Mighty R. You've got the sketchbook now. So that's so awesome. You're working on your page on the sketchbook. Isn't it neat to be able to see Dina's artwork and Diana's artwork and everybody's artwork in person? So, yeah, she was chirping at the birds. It was so cute. I sent Katie Crafty Ladybug a picture. So, oh, did you have a premiere? Um, you know what? I have noticed my notifications are barely working for anybody, and I don't think I got a notification for that, Dina. So I'm gonna have to check, make sure. Every once in a while, you have to go back and check your notifications because you won't be notified anymore on certain people. I've noticed. You're working diligently on your page. Awesome, awesome. Oh, at 10. Okay. Are you East Coast or Central Time, Dina? I'm on Pacific Standard. I'm on West Coast time. So, all right. So this is one of the crosses that I've painted. I'll give you guys a little bit. It's with glossy, so it's real. And they just have like a little hanger on the back. And I leave the back because I leave them so cheap, reasonable time. Okay, so you're Central Time. Okay, I'll keep a reminder of that. Yeah, I got to check my notifications. I don't think I got a notification on that. Oh, film the sketchbook entry. I didn't film my sketchbook entry because I had done it in several sit downs, and I had actually taken it camping and finished a little bit of the lettering because I did a blue background of a paint pour, and then I did lettering on top with color shift paint. So I painted that while camping. But yeah, so here's just one of the crosses. I have about 8 of these I've done. Here's one I've done recently, and I did not do this one on video, and I just love how it turned out. Let me see if I can get it in order because it's a triptych, meaning it's 3 of them. Kind of covers me up, but yeah. So these are each 10 by 20. And this is one I did not do on the well, I think one's upside down, maybe. It doesn't seem to go. But so yeah, that's one I really loved that I did recently. I think this one is one of my favorites. Um, and this one was done with a napkin ring, one of the plastic napkin rings, and I just drag it across all 3 canvases. I put them in close. You're gonna do a video on it? Awesome. Okay, which one, Monica? 2 paintings back. What colors? What colors did it have, Monica? Definitely you could see it. Which one? I think maybe it was one of these. Was it one of these, Monica? Was those 2 paintings back? Oh, the totally awesome challenge. Hi, the other day I was telling you guys I had lost a bag from Dollar Tree, and I had one of those one on the right. I don't know which one is right to you or me. I think this one maybe is right to you. I think it's the opposite for me, isn't it? I don't know. I'll show you both though. I'll just show you both. But I had lost a bag from the Dollar Tree, and it had a frog. It was a little coin thing that I was going to do for the totally awesome challenge. I found the bag, So I might actually film it either late tonight or in the morning. Probably in the morning because I have better light for filming. But oh yeah, these ones I really liked it because of the contrasting yellow, and this is gypsy pink. And so I really liked the contrast in it. So this here is one that I was going to show. It's kind of a bigger, I'll bring it back here. So this is the tiles, the 4-inch tiles I've been painting. I used to make so many coasters, but it's just a big, huge hassle to seal the coasters and stuff. And I have so many. So I have been actually, and now I have this barnwood. So this barnwood is from my mom's had a barn that's I think about 130, it's over 100 years old. I think it was between 120, 130-year-old barn that this about last winter or the winter before, fell down. And so we've been using the barnwood. It's been great to mount. So I just mount, we got this wood. So I just buy this, I think it's a 1x2, and we put picture and they can hang it. And so that's what I've been doing. I'll show you another example of that. See here, you can really see on this one the age of the wood, but I really kind of liked that character it gave. And these are not the tiles that I dipped for a bit video. These are ones I did several months ago. Yeah, it was I don't know. I had tucked the bag back in a bin of like other paints and stuff. So I was looking through my paints looking for a color, and then I was like, "Oh, there it is in this tub thing, a Rubbermaid tub thing." So yes, I found it. Yeah, I mean, the barn had fallen over, so I mean, beautiful barnwood is so beautiful, and it's very popular right now, so might as well use it up. And I like the different colors and the really the character it gives. We chose these pieces kind of contrasting. I really like how it turned out. So yeah, that's what we've been doing with the putting either, oh, this one's actually upside down. So this is how this one goes. And then I just put a hanger on the back there. Some of them I've put this way, just depends on the tile, how it goes. And some I've made where they go this way. Yeah, I'll let you know. I'll message you on Instagram or something when I post it, possibly tomorrow, probably tomorrow afternoon, but I'll message you on Instagram possibly. Thank you guys. Thank you. Yeah, I was really happy with the barnwood. These tiles turned out really well too. And then I did them with gold on the sides of the tile. They're real glossy. They have quite the glare. So, all right. Yeah, I'll let you know. What else do I have to show? I have so many paintings. This one. So when you buy a 16 by 20, the value pack canvases, it comes with this big sheet. I keep that sheet in between them to kind of keep them safe while I'm down stored. So this one dried a little bit darker than I did the video. But I really like how it turned out. It has a good variety of larger cells, smaller cells, the like lacing and yeah, there's some that have natural top. They're at mom's house. So yeah, we got to get out there and kind of dig around, but you know, the barn that had fallen out back behind mom's house. Did you see that when you were out here? So this is done with that random swiping. Aunt Linda, you should check out some of these other channels. There's some amazing artists in here. Linda Tomioso, that is my aunt. But there is most of the people in here are just amazing. I think everyone in here right now are artists. Amazing people, everyone that's in here though. But yeah, you should check out some of these other art videos on here. So this is done with the balloon, Aunt Linda. I think it was done with a balloon. This was done with on a video. I'm pretty sure it was. And this is gold. It shows kind of yellow, but it's more shimmery gold. Oh, this one. This, I love how it's real hard to see, but this has some beautiful fine gold across the top of there. But this one turned out real pretty too. I've actually been hanging this on my living room wall. Oh, it looks like I've been wanting to paint some bees. I've been practicing painting bees in my sketchbook because I want to paint some bees on some stuff bad. The smaller one I just showed on this one. In the gold, it looks like there's a little bee. That's what's so fun about the fluid acrylics is you never know. There can be, oh, it does kind of look, see how it looks like here, like the bee. It's interesting. I've poured and it'll look like there's a stork. It'll look like there's flowers, bees. Just it's so cool how it just comes out. Sometimes it's intentional and sometimes totally on accident. But I really like how this one has turned out. It's and it's just been kind of this random swiping and just kind of going with letting loose and look at the cat back here and smelling on it. But yeah, the gold looks real nice swiped across there. Um, that's one I've done recently. One of my first live streams, I painted in the black on this one. This one was full, like the whole canvas, but there was spots that was kind of didn't really kind of shifted a little bit where I didn't want it to shift. So I went ahead on this one and just took various plates and bowls and painted in. But I left this one because it didn't have like spots where it had shifted, but they were actually poured together to go together, but it didn't work out that way. Thank you guys. Thank you. I have so many, every different color you can think of. Woo, dropping one, but this one, and it has a matching one, but it just went out of my reach. So these are just like abstract little ones. Thank you guys. And then I have a bunch of these. There's price tags on them from the sale, but these are really nice because they're these little wood boxes and they just open up, but they fit a gift card perfectly. So they're kind of neat because they're kind of a nice little gift, but they also can fit a gift card in it. And it has a magnetic closure, but it doesn't really the magnet. But I mean, they don't come open. I have a bunch of those I've done recently. It's hard to get the glare there. Then you can kind of see. So I pour the top and I tape off the sides, and then I paint the sides after I'm all done, after it's all dry. I always feel like I'm going to miss somebody coming in. I don't want to miss anybody. I appreciate all of you, everyone that comes in, and I felt bad just what I had said. There's amazing artists in here. There just happens to be, I think, everybody is art in here, but everyone is welcome, not just artists. I appreciate my other friends that aren't, in the art community and stuff. So no, everyone's welcome in here. Look at who's coming to say hi. She's like, let me just sit here. Don't mess with me. Well, move your tail. Okay, okay. We're good. You have a natural wooden bracket to do. It could be a challenge. Oh, yeah. Yeah. This one's just light pinks. I shut all the windows. It's quite hot in here now after shutting all the windows. Bracelet, bracelet. Oh, that could be. Okay, you gotta move so I can lean over. Just a minute. I don't want to squish you. I wanted to lean over, but I would squish her. So these two I really like. But yeah, I mean, I've poured on just about anything. I've got lots and lots of light switch covers. It's kind of hard because these plastic are very glossy. Oh, you got to get ready for work, Monica. All right. Well, it was great to see you, and I'm so happy you were able to stop in. I've missed chatting with you. I've seen you around a bit, but I just haven't chatted with you much. So I hope you're doing all right, and I hope you have a great day, and I hope you have a great weekend. All right. Yeah, I've got a whole bunch here. This one's hard to see, but it's black and white with a little bit of gray. There. Get off the glare. And then I also have them in this style. It's called a rocker style. Some of the newer houses have the rocker style. Here, this just not showing. Let me. Oh. Well, now that I'm back on a regular schedule, hopefully we'll be able to chat some more. It's okay there. I kind of turn it down to get the glare, but it's lavender. It's hard to see it. Okay, there's a little bit. Because I package them up in these bags. Um, you guys have all seen this one, I think. Oh, this is a good example. So this one is a good example of during the video, it was very bright colored. It has dried a lot more mellower, but I kind of like how mellow it dried. So in the video, especially this yellow through here, it's actually citron green. But when it dried pretty yellow, a little bit darker, a little bit greenish. But in the video, it's a very, very light. I'm in the living room, but it's just because everything's so shiny because there's the plastic. I've got plastic. They're packaged up for sale in the because I just package them when I'm done. I put the screws in there, put them in a bag, and then I have them all ready for my sales. Because I'm starting October 26th will be my first bazaar, first of the holiday season. So I'm already starting to package things up and get it ready. But yeah, so this dried quite a bit darker, but I really like it. All right, One Mighty R. Yeah, thank you for coming. I hope you have a great weekend. It was great to have you. Thank you for stopping by. Which ones have I not showed you? This one was done with a toilet paper roll, just putting the paint through the toilet paper roll. And it's got some grays and some blush pink and then some phthalo blue. And see, this one is matte. It doesn't have any gloss on it. It's been clear coated with matte. And so that's why this one is not as glossy. But I've done a lot of 16 by 20s recently. And this little one. And this is done on the 6 by 6 canvas, the deep canvases. I really like those, especially the nice square canvases. This is one of the blown flowers. And some of these are on my Etsy already, and some are soon to be on my Etsy. I have been putting all kinds of new things. I have 115 things on Etsy now. This one, I really like how this one turned out. You know, I have the mystery pours where I do it on my cell phone. I have a roulette wheel and I just randomly pick my colors and my technique. So this is one of those, and it would never have been colors I would have ever picked together. But honestly, I think it ended up all right. It ended up looking all right. But naturally, I would have never, ever, ever picked these up. Okay, Aunt Linda. I'll say hi to Mom for you. All right. It was good to have you. Thank you for coming in. And now I'll be on a regular schedule, Tuesday and Friday at 9 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. So that would be, I guess, 11 o'clock for you, I think. I don't know. But yeah, so I'll tell her hi. So yeah, this is one of those on the mystery pours that I would have never picked these colors, but I'm really happy that the roulette wheel randomly picked these colors, and it really worked out well. You know, I always go with whatever colors it picks out. Sometimes it's not the best colors, but I always try. Oh, here's another beach pour. I do a lot of beach pours, especially this summer. They really sell well at the open air markets, the outdoor markets that I do in the summer. This is another one that was done on the mystery pours, the randomly picking. And this one's got some neat gold up in here too. And these are colors that I probably would have never picked. This mint green with the pink with the brown. I would have probably never put those together with a black and a white background, because I also randomly will pick my background, the technique, the color, you know, everything. So this is another one example of those. Hey, get off that painting. See, I've got paintings all around me. Now the cat thinks she can just sit there. Oh, this one kind of goes with, so there's 3 that go together in this series. Let's see if I can hold all 3 up. There, that's not bad. So those 3 kind of all go together. They're kind of matchy, but don't match type deal. I kind of like that. Oh, here's, you know, I'll paint on the photo paper. So here's a pour that I don't like it completely how it turned out, but it might be a good background for something. So I have, I printed out, or I painted on the photo paper, and then I cut out with my Cricut die cutting machine. And I cut this little gnome with this flamingo, and I was going to put it on here, but I have to kind of blend it in with the background, kind of makes kind of fix these white spots. There's a few things I still have to do, but that's something I was kind of working on. But that's a little fun little project. I try to always do kind of whimsical projects. So this is actually when I kind of first started learning the swipe technique. And so it's got some beautiful areas, but then it's also got this, which is okay. I mean, it looks all right, but I'm gonna paint, I haven't decided. I'm thinking about painting a toadstool and a fairy, just like a silhouette in black across here. Toadstool with like a fairy maybe sitting on the toadstool. What do you guys think? Should I leave it? Should I leave this one alone? I mean, I still have to fix the edges, but cat hair. Anyways, should I leave this one alone or should I paint something to kind of liven up this area? See my weird cat? See how she lays? Or she just sits. She's grooming herself, but on the back of the chair. That's so weird. So what do you guys think? Maybe I'll do that on a live stream. Maybe should I leave it or should I paint it on live stream? A little fairy or toadstool. I have another one kind of like that. So I have this one that also, it's kind of neat, but I kind of think it's got some beautiful gold lacing. I kind of think it would be a fun background for something, a fantasy landscape or something like that. What do you guys think? Because there's just certain spots it's just kind of boring on its own. So these are two examples of ones I sometime isn't she weird? Miss Personality. She's so strange. So that's her spot. That's her chair. We don't use that's not like one of our dining room chairs because you probably can't see it on camera, but the whole back of it is all scratched up because she lays on the top of it and falls constantly off of it. So when she falls, she digs her claws into the wood. But so that's her chair that she gets to. But anyways, so yeah, I have like various stages. I have boxes of paintings that are completely done. They're listed on Etsy, and then I have paintings like this. This is in a bin where I'm like, I'm not sure. I really do like it, but I think it needs a little something more paintings. So then when I get time, I always go to this box and find little projects like this little project and I work on it. But so yeah, I have a lot of paintings that will be great backgrounds. Here's another example of a blown flower I've done. It's kind of a different style than the other ones I've done. I want to do some more of these actually soon. And this one I did the other day. I was kind of waiting to see if H7 Apollo would come in here. This one I did on the live stream on Tuesday. And so I just wanted to kind of let him see how it's drying and let him see he was possibly, I think this one probably should go this way actually. But he sounded possibly interested in this one. It's got some neat cells through here. And then the purple, how it is laced across the top there. But this is kind of how it's dried. So what do you guys have planned today? What's everybody's plans for today? Once I'm done here on the live stream, I have a big project I have to do. And I've honestly been putting it off for a couple of months. But you guys know how I keep all my paints. Sorry, my hair was getting hot. You guys know how I keep all my paints in squeeze bottles. And I just, as they get low, I just refill that same squeeze bottle of paint. Well, that's been a couple years since I've been using those same squeeze bottles. So my big project today is I'm going to take and strain out all the paint that's in there There's kind of some just goobers and boogers, kind of the Floetrol. After a long time, after refilling and refilling, you'll get kind of some yuckies. So I'm going to strain out all the paint that I have in them, wash out the bottles completely inside and out, completely wash out the bottles, and then put the strained paint back in and then refill them all nice new with all full with new paint. So there's over 30 bottles of colors of paint. So that's going to be a big project. So I kind of saved it for this afternoon, put it off. I've been putting off more than this week, but I told myself I'm doing that this week. So that's my big project for today is I'm going to strain all my paint and clean my painting bottles. Because I've noticed a lot more as I'm squeezing out, there'll be some goobers or there's been a couple of paintings. Even right here, you can kind of see once it's dry, you can see where it had a spot. Oh, your lunch is over? You got to go? Yeah, I'm planning on every couple of weeks showing the dried. I would like to show, and this is just a little bit of what I have. I have so much. You have a great day too, and I hope you can come back next time. Thank you so much for hanging out with us, and I hope you have a great weekend. So yeah, I know this is probably a good time for like the people on the East Coast, they might be having lunch and stuff like that. I used to go live at 11 o'clock, and then I've changed it to 9 o'clock because I get up pretty early. So 11 o'clock is kind of if I want to like go run errands or if I want to go do things, it kind of breaks up my day. So a 9 o'clock is going to work better for me because then if I have big projects like I have today, I can get the live done and then do big projects. But my plan is to do Tuesdays are going to be painting and doing craft projects. You'll see me actually doing either fluid acrylics or brush painting or watercolor or something, but Tuesdays probably fluid acrylics. And then Fridays is going to be face to face. Some Fridays showing dried paintings, some Fridays just talking about a certain topic. I know I want to talk about like time management, like just different types of art, different art subjects, non-art subjects, just life subjects, but all kinds of stuff on Fridays we'll talk about. But so see how the sample example here, you can kind of see and kind of a little bit here too, but that's a good one here. If the Floetrol after it's been in the bottles a really long time, I just call them goobers or boogers, but it just kind of gets some thicker areas. And these turn out very, very slick. I mean, they're very, and so you can see once it's dried every little bit, especially in black like that. So yeah, that's my big plan for today is I have to wash all those out. I'm not looking forward to it, but I think it'll save me a lot of time and it'll save me a lot in the end. So that's what I'm doing. What's everyone else doing today? And I have this one here. This is a record. This is just on a record and it's a clock. Oh, here's Mike the Greek. Aunt Linda was just in here. But so well, I'm right by the front door. I'm on the couch. So he's coming in the door. But so this is example of one of the clocks I've done. Sometimes when all of a sudden the numbers drop, it seems like maybe it's buffering. So I don't know if possibly but it's not buffering right now. Okay, no big deal. Some people had to go because they were on lunch breaks. Oh, these are really pretty. These are a couple more of the 6 by 6 inches. And these have got a real deep 1.5 inch. See, if I get it closer, you can kind of see more of the green. It's got green and blue. These kind of match but don't match. I like them together. What else? I believe I've shown you most of them. Oh, this one dried pretty dark as well, but I like it. Show you back. Did you scare everyone away? No. Quite a few people had to get to work and they were on their lunch break and things like that. But this one did dry quite a bit darker than the paint. Did that startle you? Did you see him come through the door? What else do we have here? Oh, there's a couple of examples of the blown flowers. Here's the pink one I did last week's video, I believe. It was just recently. This one did kind of slide off the side a little bit. I had too much paint on that side. But I still like it. Has some gold, and I don't do many in the pinks, I've noticed. As I'm getting ready to wash my bottles out, it's very apparent to me what colors I use most and what I don't. So, hey, Mr. Doughboy, how are you doing? How are you feeling today? And how's your wife doing? Welcome, and thank you for coming by. And this is another one. I'm just showing some of my paintings. I'm just showing how they've dried. Because I know some people, they've complained that theirs are not drying. And these are, I mean, months ago. This was kind of a double blown flower. I blew a flower out and then put some more paint and blew again. Yeah, sometimes that's all you can do. Oh, many, many prayers for you guys. I hope you guys have a lot of family and support to help you out right now. Family around you, maybe. I hope so. Here's I think it was a starburst where I put the paint on the middle and and this one dried a little bit darker, but this one also shifted quite a bit. But I think it's all right even then it shift. And a piece of pink. See that? I'll have to figure that out sometimes. But this one kind of reminds me of it's kind of very much denim colored. But I kind of like that it has, not complete cells, the cells through here, and gives it a little bit of contrast. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Hopefully it's just a rough patch. Shelby's Cray Cray girl. All right, welcome. Thanks for coming in. I'm just showing some of my paintings that are dried now. There's this one. Oh, thank you. Thank you for stopping in. Definitely. Awesome. Welcome. I do live streams at 9 o'clock every Tuesday and Friday, 9 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. But yeah, Mr. Doughboy, we'll definitely say some prayers and we have you guys in our thoughts. I sure hope this rough patch gets over real quick. Everything gets better real quick. This one kind of reminds me of a mermaid. Has some lacing and some cells and just some ribbons through it. Nice variety. And I believe I've showed you almost all of what I have right here. This one is done by the bottom of a bottle, cutting the bottom of like a water bottle or bottle with any sort of bottle with knob kind of in the bottom. This one's all right. And then you start blowing out each petal. And if you do it too slow, sometimes the paint is synced because the purple is much heavier than the white. So when the purple is sitting on the white, it sinks down below it. And then when you go to blow your last couple, then you kind of have an issue of you got to be a little bit speedier so that it doesn't sink so much, because then you have a quite of a different, not the same. But that's okay. I still think it's all right. And we've got this one. Is it buffering? Okay. I hope it's not buffering. Mike says it might be buffering a little bit. It's not giving me the warning, but it's buffering for him. So we'll just hang out and hope it gets better here real soon. I'm not sure. Let me know, guys, if it's doing all right in your area or if it's buffering for you as well. And this one's got a nice variety of color. Oh, was it buffering there for you too? Oh, so sorry, guys. We've been having good luck. Knock on wood. Knock on wood, shake the whole camera. We've been having really good luck with the buffering. I shouldn't talk about it. I'm gonna jinx myself. So, but I am about done. I have shown pretty much all the paintings I had here to show. But yeah, here's another one. This is an 8 by 10. Here's another one that this was done. No, maybe this was done on a video. This was done on my mixing paint video, actually. I was starting to say I thought this was done on Mystery Pour, but no, this was not done on Mystery Pour. This one was done on the video that I showed how I mix my paint up, because I mix my paint with Floetrol. Here's another example of how things dry. So this one stayed pretty true to color. This purple here dried pretty dark. Otherwise, the other colors stayed pretty true to color. So if I did this pour over again, I would use a little bit lighter of a purple, more of a grape purple. I have one that's mystical grape, would have looked a little bit better, wouldn't have dried. But you never know sometimes. I still think it looks great, but you can't really tell there was purple right there. It's a little bit dark, but that's all right. Let's see, I have them down below me. Oh, this one was done in June, Pride Month. This is a blown flower. Now, this one is a good example of why I do not usually put silicone in my bottles. You can see these do not have any silicone. These two had silicone. And normally I don't put silicone in my bottles, but I must at some point put some in these ones. Nope, she's right there. She's on the back of the chair. She's gone venturing around, but she hasn't fallen off yet. And this one kind of turned out looking almost like an abstract dragon, but it has a lot of gold shine through it. It's kind of hard to see on the camera. And that's the thing, these black ones are sometimes hard to photo because you have such a glare. So I'm trying to get these all photoed and put on Etsy, but sometimes they're hard. Yeah, our silly cat, that's her kind of perch, her little spot. She lays up on the back of that chair. And behind her is a hallway. There's nothing, that chair's not up against anything, just on the very corner of that. So you can see it's just barely, barely on this bureau, but otherwise she's not leaning up against anything. And so you can hear her constantly. She'll fall off of it, but that's the only place she'll sleep. But she'll fall constantly. She's a weird one, but we love her anyways. Here's another kind of some greens, some blues. This one, I wasn't sure. I almost painted some floral on it. I wasn't sure if it was kind of, but some people like these more kind of subtle ones, not so bright. I may eventually paint a flower. I'm not sure. Probably a bunch of flowers, not just one. Oh, another beach scene. This one has gold in it. I don't often put gold, but every once in a while, just to kind of change it up a bit. Put some gold in that one. Abstract beach scene. These are all 8x10s. All right, guys, I've seen the last one. The last one. And these are only a portion of what I have, just what I dragged over here today. This one almost looks like underwater. This one turned out. Oh, did she fall? She fell. Oh, no, she didn't. She didn't fall. Get down. She jumped up on my shelving. Because, see, normally these little, like, bins of these painted items are up on the shelf, so there's no room for her. But she jumped into the vacant little spot that I have right now. But all right, so this is the last one to show you for today. But I hope you guys all have a great weekend, and I appreciate you hanging out with me. It was awesome chatting with everybody. And many prayers for you, Mr. Doughboy, and your wife. I hope it gets easier for you guys. And I hope you guys, everyone has a really nice weekend, a relaxing weekend. And I'm going to go ahead and get off of here. I do have a few videos coming out, but I'll be back on here live on Tuesday at 9 o'clock. And that'll be painting. And then on Friday at 9 o'clock, and that's Pacific Standard Time, that'll be when I'll be face to face. So that's kind of what I'm planning is Tuesday lives painting and Friday lives face to face. Yeah, you have a good weekend too, Mr. Doughboy. All right, I'm going to go ahead and get off of here and get all this. I'm kind of surrounded by all the paintings that I've showed you. So I'm going to get all these put back away. So, all right, guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me, and you have a great weekend.